Now we have to consider marketing and capital improvements. Where do we find that? Well, let's bring up our window here, and let's click on the places, because we want to go shopping. We want to go to the shops. So we click on the shops, and we click OK and enter. That's going to bring us up to the shops. It's going to load us up, and we're going to talk to the fellow there with a bouncing exclamation mark above his head. There we go, and we know that Samuel Jacobs, he's our guy. So let's click on that, and we want to see the equipment for sale. Let's click on that, and it's going to bring up another window underneath our interface here. So there we have it. So I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm in the shops. So we can consider all the things we need to purchase: equipment, capital improvements, marketing and advertising. So we can actually go through each of those categories and find out, are there any things that are there that we can purchase from our loan that will benefit our business? Will it decrease expenses? Will it increase traffic? Will it increase revenue by some way? So, for instance, a bar top arcade machine would, or a sauna would. So, I might, like a lighting and effects upgrade, or I might, like a soft drink vending machine. So let's say, yeah, that's what I want. So that's $8,000. So we need to add that to our list of things. So that's an improvement in our business. So we want to say 8K, and we want to write down that it's vending. Okay. Now there might be something else I want to buy. So go over everything inside the system to acquire that. You might want a co-op coin table, or a pool table. Or you go into construction, and you can actually look at other things there as well. An indoor pool, internet hotspot, a jacuzzi, honeymoon suites, a loyalty program. All right, let's do that. Let's get a loyalty program for our system. So it's 3,500, and it's just, let's put down a loyalty program. Okay, so you might want to buy 5 more or 6 more things. This will increase your business in your place, but also it'll increase your performance report and give you a better grade overall based on the things you purchased and based on the loan. I would much rather see you get this loan application processed and have a red dot in the loan portion of your performance report than to have many red dots because you didn't do any marketing, you didn't do any capital improvement purchases, you didn't pay off your bills, etc., etc. Now let's go and have a look at the fun stuff. Let's go look at marketing. Now there's a whole separate marketing video tutorial, but we're just showing you how to purchase. The marketing video tutorial actually goes through how to actually create some of the marketing. We actually have little creators here for you, designers that you can use. So let's consider I want a new press release, and I want a banner advertisement. So the banner advertisement is 5,000. Okay, and the did we say magazine or did we say flyer? And let's just use flyer. And the flyer is $1,200, I think. 1,200, yes. So it's 1,200, and that is flyer. Now, of course, what you want to create, and if you want to create more, is perfectly fine. So if you want to purchase 5 or 6 more from this loan application, then do it. But what we're going to do now is we're going to total this. Okay, so we've got, let's bring up our handy dandy calculator again, and so we've got our 70,000 for operating, plus our 5310 for the bills that we're going to pay. And then we've got our loyalty program of $3,500. That didn't take, so let's do this again. 53 there, and 70,000. 1, 2, 3. We've got a loyalty program. We've got our vending. We've got our flyer, and we've got our banner, which makes it 93,000. Now you might want to add in a slush fund, which will be 0.5 is for incidentals. So let's say that's the number we want. That's it. So that's what we're going to add to the loan application process. That's the most important step, knowing what you're going to be doing. So when you create your purpose, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you need to add to it. So we just don't want airy-fairy things saying, I'd like to make my place great, it's going to be super, it's going to make money, this loan's going to help me. Well, how is it going to help you? List the items that you're going to be purchasing with it. Tell us that is the things you're going to be adding to your business to make it better, and tell us how it's going to impact your business. So we want a nice structured purpose and loan application. So if you I would recommend opening up a notepad or a Word document or word processor and writing the information there first. Therefore, it's just a copy and paste inside to the interface. So let's jump back to the guide and look at the information here. So the amount requested we know, the purpose of the loan we know what to do now, the name of your business you should know, the IP is where you're located. Okay, the town is where you're located inside. The region you might have to do a little bit of research on. So type in region inside the manual, or type in your town inside the manual, and then it'll likely tell you where the region is. The number of years that you've been in business is 0 or less than 0, and the description of your business will likely be from your one-page business plan that you've created, or something that you've already done inside the interface. So just copy and paste that there. The general information on the guarantor is not you personally, it's based on the business. So you need to tell us your assets. The assets are simple. If you haven't got a loan before, then you don't have really any assets other than the cash and the money in your bank. So you just get your bank total, you input it there. You don't own any real estate because you're leasing it. You haven't made any other purchases because this is likely your first loan. Other assets, now if you've gone and this is your second loan, then you need to list those capital improvements and equipment that you've purchased prior or previously. Your total assets will be the amounts here. So it's your how much money you have in the bank. This might be a negative, but you need to put that down so that we need to know the total assets. So we need to know that you know the total assets. Now your liabilities are simple. The things that you're liable for, the things that you owe. So you need to list your creditors. So you need to write down your creditors, not all of them in every single bill, but that you owe wage expense, that you owe your supplier, that you owe public utilities, etc. And then you need to list the amounts and the total amount there. Do you have an existing mortgage or a loan? No, you don't, so leave it 0. Do you have an existing loan out? No, leave it 0. So your liabilities might also be a negative. So that's fine. So your net worth is simple. It's basically your total assets minus the liabilities, your total liabilities. And that's pretty much it. It's nice and tight and concise and simple. Again, you have to find that in the interface by going to the Bank of Friday Island and talking to Orwell Dawes there, and then giving him all the information that I've given you here in this little tutorial on your loan. And again, this is a process that that it's important and it's imperative that your business do it because it's been geared to that as well. So you might not get approved the first time, and you'll be given a letter or an email pretty much right away. So your loan application will be processed within 24 hours. You're welcome to email us if you haven't heard back. Remember to check your spam box to make sure that the letter or email that we've sent you hasn't gone there as well. But if you have got the loan and you've received it, it'll go right into your bank account. It might not be the total amount. That's because you might have faltered on part or some of your loan application. So you're welcome to apply again. I think up to 3 times you're allowed to receive a loan, and you can apply as many times you want to actually get the loan. So there you have it. Loan applications inside the virtual world of Friday Island. Make sure that you watch this and other video tutorials that's for your simulation. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.